That one is hit hard to left. That ball's back, and there's your grand slam. Nelson Cruz connects that triple. Love it. His fourth of the game, and suddenly it's a 2-point contest. And Carl Anthony Township, you said he needs to start exerting his will. Raul moving in. Back to Johnson. He scores! First in the NHL for Luke Johnson.
Yeah! Yeah!
Yes.
We are back!
With a vengeance.
We are back. This is season 4. Oh yeah, thanks. Oh man.
Hold your applause.
Hold your applause.
Crisis averted.
Where are we back?
Oh boy. I don't know if you guys heard that. I know you guys heard that. Yeah. I know that the hosts here heard what just happened. I don't know if the audience heard that. If we're gonna go by their reaction of the applause, I don't think they heard it. But we're gonna go straight into, this is FuzzJockRadio. This is season 4. This is episode 1, and we're right into it right away. Answering.
Things are happening.
Things are happening, and we're. This is a lesson, guys.
Let's say who we are.
Right away. Hold on.
Okay.
We have a lesson to discuss here. Remember the lessons that we discussed in the other seasons? Well, this all the lessons, right? Well, this is one of the main lessons. If something screws up, what do you do? Or what don't you do? C-dubs?
Don't apologize.
Yeah.
James.
Yeah. Definitely don't apologize.
Expert Andy.
You keep going.
You keep going. That's exactly what you do. And what did we do? We stopped, and I'm like, look, it's a lesson. And it's okay this time because it's a lesson. I'm reminding everybody, if you fucking screw up, don't stop. Just keep going. Nobody will notice. I promise you. And if they do notice, they probably won't notice later. And if they do notice, they'll probably be like, wow, he just kept on going and didn't let that be.
Man, he really
did he even notice?
Like making sure you noticed how you didn't even notice.
Does he even know that he screwed up? Well,
probably not.
The rest of the performance was awesome. So, once again,
ladies and gentlemen,
we are back.
And ladies
We're
and
back.
gentlemen,
This is FuzzJockRadio, season 4, episode 1. We have 4 hosts. Count them. 1,
2,
3,
4.
and that's C-Dubs, James, Fuzzy, and Expert Andy.
checking in.
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
It's
So
important for him to check in on us.
So that's what we're gonna do from here on out, guys. You're hearing it first. Season 4 is going to have 4 hosts with the most hosts, right, guys? Is that what's going on here?
Well, the mostest of the 4 hostess that has ever been will happen every episode.
Yes, we are going to always have 4 people hanging out, talking about sports, talking about life, doing the FuzzJock stuff.
Hess
Extra
with
golf
vest.
information this season.
Hess with vests.
the best.
Hess with vests are the best. Okay.
All of
Okay.
them.
So this is a rhyming podcast nowadays. I don't know if you guys knew that we changed everything to rhyming schemes. If you catch us not rhyming when we speak, send us an email at fuzzjockradio@gmail.com and let us know when I did not rhyme a word with another word. Okay?
Every time.
I mean, but if you wait long enough, I mean, really everything. Maybe you just didn't know the time signature.
Everything's a palindrome, right?
Almost.
History doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes.
Okay.
I've heard about that.
Okay, let's get serious here, guys.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. I know that it's
Felt like
fun to have
Brandy's
fun. It's fun to have fun, right? And this is a new season, so I forgot one of the things that I wanted to do for season 4 is to have, upgrades. And I don't know if we really had any upgrades in between the seasons.
But wait.
But there was things that we needed to concentrate on during the time off.
There was.
Oh.
Largely ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. As we all know, since COVID happened, they kept on shutting me down in the vault, shutting the doors on me. And this time, when the vault was opened, they're like, "Season 4 is here. We got to get you out, Fuzz." Jamez was like, "Yo, we can actually hang out and be in studio together." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Here we are.
Is that true?
Here we are.
Yeah, we're here. We're in studio together. We've got our vaccines. We are 10 days through the second dose, and
Completely inoculated, as they say.
And feeling really good about it. And
Still 6 feet apart.
still, it looks like we're still 6 feet apart. Yeah, because got to be careful. But yeah, no, we're good. You guys want to talk about any of that stuff?
Yeah. I'm happy to be inoculated. It feels fantastic. Tomorrow, I'm going to a baseball game.
No way.
You going to a Dodgers game?
I'm going to a Dodgers game tomorrow because I am fully inoculated. So we got a pod.
Dude, that's fucking dope.
Yep.
I think the best. I think it just felt really good to just know that we got it done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to go to a game in a pod. I think with my social anxiety, I think that'll be great for me.
Yeah.
Like maybe if I have to go to a game by myself, I have to buy the whole pod.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be sitting out there, nobody around for feels like 100 seats.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I'm kind of amongst the crowd of people that's like, I was social distancing before it was cool.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit.
So I'm just gonna keep doing that.
So that'll be fun. It'll be like the game's almost being played for you personally.
Right. And you could wear a funny shirt and you'd get on TV for certain.
Oh,
for sure.
absolutely,
I'll
for
see you
certain.
100%.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So yeah,
Are you guys going to look for me?
I will.
I
Can look for me
will.
at the Dodger game?
Are you gonna do something crazy?
No. I'll be probably the guy who's just sitting there not reacting to most of the things except for the scores.
Is Mookie Betts gonna see you in the stands and come hang out with you for a little bit because he's like, "Oh, I miss my friend C-Dubs that used to work here."
Probably.
Oh, I wish Mookie was one of my buddies.
That'd be really cool.
Maybe Barnes will come out though.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd like that.
That would be cool.
He used to park right near us.
So how you guys doing? What's up?
Hanging out.
You hanging out?
Hanging out.
I love that you two are together in the studio.
Yeah, we are together in the studio. I like it.
Beautiful. We're getting a little bit back to normal in a
That's
sense.
an enhancement.
Mm-hmm.
That is an enhancement.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of enhancements,
Splitter, how you been since the time off? You were on our last episode.
I was on the last episode. Boy, I don't know, when was that? Super Bowl times? Yes.
Super Bowl expert Andy.
Was that when it was? Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been Super Bowl
Super Bowl.
times.
Yep.
Well, there hasn't been a lot of sports news since then.
Are you
But
kidding me?
I got vaccinated.
Hmm?
Oh. I've had some excitement at work
Yeah.
with some protests and such.
Oh yeah.
They,
Stuff.
we had to hire a lot of security for one of our buildings.
Mm.
There you
I
go.
don't know if we really hired them or not, though. We haven't gotten the bill yet.
Haven't gotten the bill yet. Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
hanging out. They're just hanging.
But
That sounds like.
other
what
than
they
that, no, things are good.
Good.
Things are good.
do. Yeah.
Good.
I'm happy. Just been studying a lot.
Jamez, how's your
My break.
break? The who knows
Break?
how long a time it is? Like who knows?
I was really excited to see the twins come back. Season started and catching up on Twins games, and apart from working, hanging with my son, playing a lot of video games with him.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's what you like
We
to do. That's what you like to
I
do.
like video games.
He's surpassed my level on Splatoon.
Ooh.
So he
Big.
can beat me really good on Splatoon 2 now, and I try to play online with him so that there's other people he can attack except just me. So it's nice. I've never been so proud and salty simultaneously. It was a weird feeling.
Yeah, I'm not excited for that day.
Are your girls playing video games yet?
Oh yeah, Sloan likes the games. She's good at all the matching shapes. She can put number lines together. That's pretty impressive, all the way up to 9. And anything with letters and numbers, colors. There's a lot of sweet like coloring book games for toddlers it'll show you where to color and only let you color there, and then it'll animate it like you make some really creepy stuff.
Whoa.
So we have fun with that, and then we scare her with it.
Jeez. Yeah. I can see
Well, I mean,
lady doing that.
within the bounds of what they give you, you can get creative with it.
Yeah.
And then when they add movement to some things, if you make the lines just right, you can make it real scary.
We all
Can
know.
be really scary.
Everyone knows.
C-Dubs, how has your break been? What's been going on?
Been good. Got into some collecting with one of my friends named you. Been collecting baseball cards in the off time.
Me?
Yeah.
As in
You Darvish?
Yeah, my friend you Darvish. We got into baseball card collecting.
Nice.
So I've been, counting a lot of cards and
Like,
collecting them.
Seriously, my mind went
Recording.
to, who is you? Like, I didn't know that Charlie had a friend named you.
Yeah.
Like, why you? How would you spell
Yeah,
it?
you
Why
Darvish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you?
Oh man,
No, yeah.
You
Well, I
got
guess
me.
you also, you
you
too,
got me.
the band.
Gross.
Yeah, we started collecting a lot this series baseball cards. This season's
The
baseball
pandemic
cards.
season.
The pandemic season. Yeah, it's been fun. Got pretty much all the cards, almost.
Yep.
I bought
And the
myself-
app cards. The app cards are fun too.
Yeah, we
I've been
started
enjoying
playing that game.
a little bit.
James, did we get you into the Bunt 21 Tops baseball app game?
Nah.
Dude, you should.
Nah.
Don't put any money into it, but
Don't put money into it.
you can put money into it, but don't put money into it. And at the same time, we're
Only
not
if it's
sponsors.
Google survey credits.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bro, I still got to catch them all.
Pokemon?
Ooh, Pokemon.
Oh,
That's way better than if you're catching them all. I would.
I
do
got
that
kids. We
instead.
go to the park. I catch them all.
that's fun. I
That's
should
good.
get back into that now that I can get out. Now that the vault's open for me,
Yeah.
I should
Vault is open.
I should start collecting Pokemon again.
So, Buzz, how have you been in the vault since we've left off? Have you just been sitting there in the dark screaming?
Obviously. Yeah. I mean, just pretty much been sitting around. I have not prepared for the season 4 at all. I just brought up the sound effect machine that I forgot to have and start up earlier, and I don't even have any sound effects ready to go for this season.
Quarter inch of dust on it.
I've just been chilling, planning some things. We decided that we are going to have a draft party on Thursday for via FuzzJockRadio. So if you are out there listening and you are planning on listening to the draft, or you want some commentary, or you want to be involved with FuzzJockRadio, this Thursday, make sure to tune in at 6:37. You'll see more information once we get the ads rolling on that, and we'll come back to that. We're not going to talk about it right now. But
Lots to talk about.
yeah,
there.
been thinking about getting that going. Just doing fuzzy stuff and not a whole lot. Got the vaccine so I can stay out of the vault this time. Been hanging out with my Wu-Tang cats and collecting baseball cards. Watching a lot of sports. It's crazy how much sports I've been watching. I don't understand it. It's so very strange.
Dude, I watch sports.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Fun again in Minnesota.
And baseball has not been actually fun again in Minnesota. The Twins have been. One of the things I've noticed is the Twins have been in a slump. We lost every series since April 7th.
It's all right.
That's
Slump City.
I mean,
Three of the last 16 games
that's right.
we have won.
that sounds bad.
That's a percentage of bad.
It sounds bad, but
Less than a quarter.
A lot of those losses looked really good.
We did.
Well,
How? Explain that to me. How is a loss? How can a loss look good?
when it's like a close game, or so, or
Or
like
not like 7-inning bullshit game.
Yeah, close games, mostly that get won like today, won in extra innings on a home run. Okay, what are you gonna do?
True.
Before that, like they played a solid game.
Mm-hmm.
So
Not worried.
I recall that there's 195 games in a season, probably.
107.
162.
Hold on, expert Andy. How many games are in a regular season of baseball?
162.
Okay,
That's correct.
There's a lot going. There's a lot left. And
It feels like 190, 100.
I remember
200.
a 2019 Minnesota Twins that didn't start off with the best record.
How did they do at
Good point.
What team was that? Did you say?
Just the Bomba Squad. That broke the forever record on home runs that will never get beaten again.
Mm-hmm.
We could look back in the annals of time, You'll see a lot of teams that didn't necessarily start too well.
Oh yeah.
Went on to a lot of it brandishes a team, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Sure. Sano's been out too.
No.
That hasn't been helping.
Donaldson was out
Figured
for a
out.
bit as well.
Yeah.
And then we had
He got hurt on his first at bat.
First at bat,
Yes.
pulled his hammy.
Classic.
everybody's like,
Classic
oh, he got that salary, so
Yeah. No, that didn't feel good to see him go out right away again. But he's back in there now.
And then we got a case of the COVID,
Yeah.
which 3 games were
Pretty good one.
postponed to that.
Yeah.
Good case of it. Yeah, like 4 or 5
We
members
still
of the
have
team.
people who can't be
Play
on
right now.
the team.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help.
Andrelton Simmons just came off the list. Everybody was blaming him for it, but they traced it to not necessarily being his fault,
Yeah.
for the record.
So
For the record,
But
yeah.
he's still a bonehead.
Yeah.
I am
He is a
behind any
bonehead.
witch hunts here, but I hope he plays well. That he's back on the roster. And
He threw a ball at a guy today.
why would he do that?
I don't know, but he did.
Like
Yeah.
in inks, like in
Oh, it was
mad?
at Rosario. That's who it was. It was Eddie Rosario.
Did he throw it at him like he was mad? Or was trying
Did
to
he
get him
catch
out?
it?
He was trying to throw it to first base, and he just threw it at the runner.
Wow.
And so
Goodness.
Kirilloff had no play. If he would have thrown it at Kirilloff, he was out.
Yeah.
But he threw it at the player and hit him, and then he smiled and laughed. And Rosario was like, "That's whatever. I don't care. I'm on base."
You can't beam people
Yeah.
in
not
the
how it
major
works.
leagues.
Yeah, become a pitcher, dude.
Well, unless you're
figure it out.
unless you're a pitcher, you can.
Figure it out.
I guess I was thinking kickball.
Yeah, that too. That's a good game.
So with all those losses and all the not good gaming, that makes us 7-14. So less than
7-15.
7-15.
7
That's right on 0.333%.
Jesus.
Not good.
Last 13 games for Minnesota, they've lost 11 times. So Minnesota is 7-5 when the game goes 9 innings. They've lost 4 games in extra innings and they've lost all 4 7-inning doubleheader games.
There you go.
So not fun. Not fun. We have some more baseball talk here. So Tatis hit a home run, walk off or something like that to win a game the other day against the Dodgers, against Bauer, right?
Yeah,
Wait, hit
Tatis of the Padres.
Yeah,
Junior.
he hit a home run off him.
Yep. Padres, Dodgers. Dodgers like to say that there's no rivalry there. The Padres like to say that there is. And then the way the Dodgers are reacting to the Padres, I would like to say there's becoming a fucking rivalry.
It's born.
People are pissed off at each other. And
It's happening.
with
This is real.
Tatis hitting this home run, a fan slowed down the video and saw him look down and see the catcher's sign before the pitcher threw it. So Tatis knew what pitch was going to be thrown at him. And
Allegedly.
he swung, and it was a slider, like an outside slider. So it was like he had to fish for it. Like it's something you wouldn't normally swing at. So obviously, he looked at the sign, and that pissed people off. And Trevor Bauer, we have a quote by him. It says, "That's the type of stuff that would get you hit in other games." Now I'm mild mannered about it. Flip the bat, do all that type of stuff. Fine. If you're gonna look at the signs, not okay. And if you do it again, the team that you're playing probably isn't going to take that too kindly, and there might have to be some on-field stuff. What do you guys think? Is that legal for the person to check out the sign? Is it unsportsmanlike? Is it legal? Is it illegal? Like, what do you guys think? What's going on here?
It's unwritten rule, that's for sure. It's one of them.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
like unwritten
It's
rules.
not.
I
To
think
look at
it's
the
just-
signs while you're at bat, I mean, it's one thing to get him stolen from second base, but to literally peek, it's kind of an unwritten rule. But Tatis doesn't care about the rules. He wants the old unwritten rules. And I don't care about the unwritten rules. If he can see his fingers, that's their problem.
Splinter.
Hide him.
Oh.
I thought you were going to talk about the other part that Trevor Bauer said, where he said, if you need to know what pitch is coming that batty, just ask Daddy nicely next time at Tatis Jr. You know I ain't scared, homie.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he posted a picture with him as with Bauer as his like son,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
being like he's the dad.
Oh, yes, I see that now.
Yes.
Ooh.
But that's
Hey.
that's my take on it though. Is I don't care that if you can see someone doing that, that's their problem. You can see it, go for it. Learn it and hit it.
He's going to get hit.
He's gonna get hit. But I'm just
I don't-
saying, it's
I
their
don't
problem.
think he should be looking. To me, it didn't look like he could have seen the sign. He just saw the catcher was outside. But, I mean, you still shouldn't be turning your head like that.
Yeah, I mean, you're
No
at bat.
way.
Keep your eye on the ball.
You keep your eyes on the pitcher.
Yeah.
Don't be looking at the catcher.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so in my mind, it's just like 100% not cool if you're using technology to steal the signs, like or like what the Astros were doing. But you know, it's always been a thing with baseball with the second baseman or the person on second base stealing a sign. That's why you'll balk to get the I'm gonna balk. You know, send somebody to third. And I just feel that at bat, kind of the same thing. You know, it's like why are your fingers out there? So you know, like fucking hide your sign.
Right. I suppose in the past 100,000 years of baseball, or however many there have been, a lot of people have done this. Who
Yes.
else is going to go
Not
through
unheard
this
of.
videotape? And it's not going to be clear enough to see this kind of thing.
No.
I'd be willing to
And
bet
another-
Bellinger does it.
Well, I mean, And that's the thing is you could also just judge with where the glove is set up because they literally will throw off. They'll do it on purpose. They'll put the glove somewhere it's not for that reason.
So
I mean, they already know people look.
Yep.
So
True.
if people look, people look.
and you're,
Don't act so surprised.
and they're now and they're already starting to adapt to it by like catchers having different stances as well.
yes.
And sitting on their knees to frame the pitch more, and it's a really neat thing. I mean, nobody talked about anybody being mad about it really either. Bauer didn't really say that he was pissed off about it. It's just that he's like, well, if you're gonna do
warning
that,
him.
just know that there's gonna be retaliation.
Joe Kelly's going to come off the injured list just in time to throw the ball at someone again.
Perfect.
Perfect.
They should make him do it.
James?
I'm pretty sure when we were discussing actually the Astros situation, one of our big points that we ended up on was that using the technology is pretty scummy, but that, anything a batter is able to do, like in that moment at that time, I'm pretty sure we said it kind of like that. Like whatever he can gather based on a pitcher's release,
Yeah.
or seeing a catcher's fingers stick out a little too far. I mean,
It's their fault.
I'm a Dodger fan, but I'm not going to sit here and just take the blanket, hey, the Dodgers got screwed because Tatis was cheating approach to it. I'm going to approach this with a common sense attitude. And if he can see that he's pointing outside with his finger, that's Will Smith's problem.
probably.
True.
Just to finish it up with baseball, I kind of wanted to put this in with the Twins, and
Oh, you want
Had
to
it.
talk more Twins, dude?
yeah, I mean,
I feel like we didn't really give the Twins the credit they deserve.
part of the reason why they are not doing well might be that their bench coach passed away this last month. Mike Bell, 46 years old, passed away of kidney cancer. And it sounds like he was a great guy, great bench coach, and somebody that. Here's what Baldelli said on Friday. Oh no, it was March 26th. So we know Mike as a baseball man, but I can tell you that with the love he has for the game and the love he had for all the people in the game, he was a family man first. He brought that passion to the field as our bench coach. He was an amazing bench coach because he was amazing with people. An indubitably positive impact, and all who knew Mike on and off the field are better for the experience. The Twins joined the baseball world in mourning Mike's ultimately passing. Our thoughts and best wishes are with his wife Kelly and 3 children, Luke, Michaela, and Madeline, and the entire Bell family during the difficult time. And that, losing somebody like that definitely has an impact on the team. And they haven't even replaced him yet.
No.
So Baldelli's been taking a lot under his helm, with this.
Maybe why he's making some mistakes.
Like today, there was a mistake where he went out to go talk to his pitcher and didn't realize it was the second time out on the mound, and he actually had to take him out.
Oh,
Aye.
And so he had to take out one of his relieving pitchers a little too soon. So it's a lot to handle.
Starting. Yep.
well, I feel like you keep perpetuating this myth that the Twins haven't been doing well.
Yeah, I suppose.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, they're not doing bad. Honestly, like
They're in every game.
They are.
They
They're
are.
not getting blown
That
up.
Angels game.
no, let me just tell you some of the things that have happened. They're awesome. Like Hap pitching 7.1 no hitter.
You know,
innings.
That was fun.
That was a great
Yeah.
start. Tortuga hitting the home run the other day.
Oh, dude,
I
that
love
was
the
great.
Tortuga.
He was like
And-
really reaching on that pitch, dude, and just like knocked it out.
And also Tortuga pitching. and
Tortuga pitching an inning.
being-
If
three
any
out,
of
three
our
down.
listeners have not seen this, I hope everyone's heard of it, but if you've not seen or heard this, look this up. La Tortuga pitched an inning. And it was a 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, 3 up, 3 down. It was great.
And it's
7 pitches, I believe.
Yep.
It's one of the
so
most beautiful things
beautiful.
I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's magnificent.
He is so fun to watch. And then our boy Rise has been just getting on base like he does, and then playing every position he's asked to. He's played second. He was supposed to start off in third, or out in the left field.
He'll be in left.
And then Downsell got hurt, so he was in third. And then he was playing second for a little bit, and now he's back out and left. And just getting on base, doing a good job. And you know what this reminds me of, guys? Another Minnesota team.
FuzzJockRadio.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it.
Yeah, basketball. The Timberwolves.
FuzzJockRadio.
The Timberwolves. They have a record of 17-44.
But
But
They've been doing so well. They've been so
Oh,
close
so
to
good.
winning so many games, and then all of a sudden, like in the last 3 minutes, like the other team just takes off.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying about the Twins.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
it's so
they're
close.
the same team.
it's like they're the same team. Minnesota, man, they're killing it.
Wait. They are not the same team. Come on now.
They're doing
No,
well.
the Twins are not the same as the Wolves, but the Wolves have been good. Like tonight's game,
Well,
for
think
example.
about it. Well, think about it. Okay, so you're saying that the Twins are, they're doing well,
They're
right?
doing well.
They're getting close, but not getting the game, right?
Yeah.
Their
And
record is bad.
This
expert
one record is bad.
right now,
but-
right?
Yeah.
Right? How many
The
games?
win-loss record,
Expert Andy, how many games are in baseball?
162.
So you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying right now, they're not doing that. They're doing well. They're just not winning the games, and they have enough time to turn this around and start getting those wins, right? Because there's a lot of games. There's still a lot of
That's
games.
true.
Well,
Okay.
and
It bodes well for future games. You're right.
Okay, now stick with me here, right? 162 games, right? That's a lot of games. Splinter, how many games are in a basketball season?
82.
82, right? That's not 162. That's 82. And right
80
now,
less.
they're doing well. They're just not getting the wins. Now, if you multiply 82 times 2, expert Andy,
164.
that's like
Real close.
really close to the same amount of games that baseball has. And
They should have just made it the same, so it was half.
there we go.
Can we play one less basketball
So
game?
I'm saying next season, the Timberwolves are going to be the team to contend with. They're going to be fucking awesome. We got a new coach. We got new ownership. We got the number 1 draft pick this last year, who's going to be rookie of the year. We have Cat Towns, who is healthy and happy because he has his D'Angelo Russell best friend playing with him.
Yes.
And we also have another rookie, McDaniels, that's doing well. He's just starting his career. It's going to be awesome. And like I said, just like the fucking Twins, the beginning of the season, not so good. But when you multiply times 2, you get me? You get
No,
me?
you just gotta
Well,
watch the
I mean, if
games
the
and
Twins
see
were
the
17
needs
and 44, okay, 18 and 44, they did win tonight. They won 2 in a row.
Yes.
First
Yeah.
time ever.
Yeah.
Franchise history.
Good job, Timberwolves. Would they be bad?
But anyway.
What if? Okay,
Well,
so
no, I don't want the Twins to get to 17 and 44. I'd be worried about the season at 17 and 44.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Let
No, it
alone
won't.
34 and 88, if you will.
Yeah. This is why we have expert Andy here. He knows how to crunch those numbers. So when I was going on that whole rant there was a couple things I dropped. The Timberwolves got sold, or I don't know if it's fully finalized. You guys know if it's fully finalized?
It's
Bianca's
not,
drawing.
yeah.
It's not quite on the paper yet, but he's hovering.
So, Glenn down the block
Has
sold.
Glenny on the block.
Is selling
Glenny
to
on the block.
yeah, Glenn down the block. Selling to MVP Alex Rod with his Mark Lore friend.
Alex down the rod.
No, not down the rod.
No.
That doesn't sound right. No, no, not going there. 3-time MLB MVP Alex Rodriguez and close friend Mark Lore have signed a letter of intent and are negotiating with Glenn down the block to become the next owners of the Minnesota Twins, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Minnesota Lynx. So
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
It's
Together
exciting.
known as the Twims.
The Twins.
Twins. So that's
I think it's backdoor way for Garnett to get in. I hope Garnett can get a share into the team somehow.
That would be wonderful.
I don't know how
I hope A-Rod pulls his face off and it's KG.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. That's exactly what should happen. But
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. They're not moving the team. Per sources, it says that they can't move the team for 2 years.
2 years.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Was this negotiated?
Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations to the new Florida women's basketball team.
Oh,
Can I
boy.
place a bet on the T-Wolves moving in 3 years?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Now if they...
That was right? 2 years?
How old is Target Center?
That's really old. Target Center is really old.
It is. Dude, I went to a Timberwolves game at the
Never.
Metrodome
What?
back
I
in the
thought
day.
we were excited about this. Now I'm
No, let's get excited because
sorry.
they'll hopefully help spend more money on the team.
That's what we're hoping.
They'll do that. They want to sell it.
Oh boy.
We're making money.
We're gonna win. I just hope they win. That would be worth it, right?
They got a winning
We
team.
can still root for them.
They're gonna
They're
win
still our
next year.
team.
Next year
No,
they're gonna
it's
be
not the
great.
same.
They're gonna be great. The other thing
They're
that I
going to do
dropped
that.
during that rant was that they got rid of their coach, Ryan Saunders, and we placed him
Flip.
as well. Not with Flip.
No. Flip Saunders. No. Chip Saunders got replaced by
Chip Trip.
do we know the name of the new coach?
I don't remember.
Is it Gip?
It's a fuzzy memories trivia question.
It's a good one.
I gotta come
Splinter?
up with a quirky
No idea.
thing.
Oh, it's Finch. It's Chris Finch. That's right. Chris Finch.
Finch Saunders.
Yep.
Fuzzy knows all the answers.
And what was the other thing? Oh, Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the year, yeah.
Carl
Carl
Anthony
Anthony
Towns is not going to be Rookie of the Year because he's not rookie. Ant, though, Anthony Edwards has been killing it. He's been showing the reason why he should be the number one pick.
I got a hot tip from my mom who watches a lot of T-Wolves. She said the other day, I like that Anthony Edwards.
He is awesome. I like that your mom likes him because he is awesome.
Yeah.
Any interview that he ever has is just funny.
Yeah.
Just
People called, prime time should have been reserved for Ant.
yeah.
They should have waited. They should have really waited and given it to him because everything he says is amazing.
Dude, he is primetime now.
He didn't know who Alex Rodriguez was when they were like, if the team's going to be sold to A-Rod, he's like, who?
Oh,
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know who that is.
A down
I
the road.
love it. He's amazing.
let's see
But-
if I can find that.
So yeah,
clip.
he
Yes.
could get Rookie of the Year along with Kaprizov. It would be a rare feat. No, it hasn't happened in a market in a long time, and the last time it hasn't happened since the 1979-1980 season, and both of those players ended up in the Hall of Fame. No, Fuzzy can answer the question of who they were. I'll give him 400 Fuzzy points.
No,
No, I'm just
79-80
kidding.
with an NBA and an NHL player in Minnesota.
You could hit the ball.
Boy,
He's so
I
funny.
mean,
Clean up. Yeah.
straight cleanup on aisle 3. Come get it.
What was the question that you asked me without me that I wasn't paying attention to?
I,
That was wrong. That was the wrong
No.
answer.
I didn't even follow that question.
Do you have any thoughts about him? Are you an A-Rod fan at all growing up or anything like that? What do you think about what he might bring to the team?
A fan? What you mean? Like, who is he?
The baseball player, Alex Rodriguez?
Yeah, nah, I don't know who that is.
Okay.
I know he's gonna be the owner, but I don't know nothing about baseball.
That's fine.
Do you have any thoughts about
He doesn't know anything about baseball. That's cool. I mean, he doesn't need to know anything about baseball. Well,
Yeah, I hope he knows. I hope he
That's what I
knows
wanna
more
hear.
about basketball than baseball. So, he seems to be doing that.
Yeah, I thought
You
I
know?
thought people criticized him for not caring enough about basketball, and here he is being focused.
Yeah,
he's just
Wasn't that the knock on him?
he's a character. I love him, and I'm happy that he's part of the Timberwolves, and hopefully he's still with us 3 years later, and the Timberwolves are still in Minnesota 3 years later.
Yeah.
They will be. That's nonsense.
This has got to. It's got to be. It's got to be a backdoor for Kevin Garnett. A-Rod's gonna buy it, and then Kevin's gonna be like, "Yo, A-Rod, you should sell it to me. I'll pay you a little bit more than you bought it." And then, bam, bam.
Yeah.
And they
I'll
can't.
just let
Thank
him in on
you, A-Rod.
And the other thing too that people don't remember or don't think about really is that the NBA needs to approve any moves.
Yeah.
And it costs a lot of
They
money
wouldn't.
for owners to allow teams to move into different markets. Like it costs other owners because they have to chip in to help get that team established or something like that, I think.
Mhm.
And yeah, so they're not going to be moving anytime soon. We're going to get a new stadium. It's going to be great.
We have to win. It's like every sports movie. Let's pretend they're moving the team unless
then
we
they
win.
Unless
Yes,
they win.
every time.
Okay.
And then they stay if we win the big championship.
Yeah.
and we'll save the rec center.
Because they can't move the champions. Let's save the rec center.
Save the rec center.
Exactly.
So with that, with that really bad record, the Timberwolves are officially out of the NBA playoffs.
Congratulations.
Which, with the Vikings, Minnesota Wild, and the Minnesota Timberwolves or Twins, Twins and Timberwolves are like the same. I'm telling you. I keep saying Timberwolves are the Twins.
Timberwinds.
The Timberwinds.
Just twins, twims, and
Timberwolves.
wild.
Twins and the winds.
They have combined 110 seasons played without winning a title.
I call bollocks. on that.
Yay, we did
Put it up on the big board.
I call bollocks. I don't know. What do you call it? What do you call it when you win the division? Is that a title?
Division championship.
I don't know.
It's
I
not
got-
a
Division title.
national.
Division title.
James, I got the stat off at Twitter. Don't
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
don't.
It frames. I don't like the narrative it's framing. The negative narrative it's framing on Minnesota sports, which is not, man. It's not as bad as it looks if you just look at a record. Yeah, but when you delve into the games. And
You're
the
right.
players,
Lost inside that
And the
is that the
performances
Twins hold the
from play
longest
to play.
drought of. Oh wait,
Ants had some really awesome dunks.
Exactly,
and some
exactly.
Carl
Even-
Anthony Townsend, really good threes, and D'Angelo's working as a team player. You know,
So even games that the Timberwolves lost, like they're playing fantastic, and you see wonderful plays and a great team working together, looking around, communicating.
just sounds just
Speaking
The
of
Twins
which-
have lost, what is it, 17, 18 straight playoff games?
Yeah,
a lot.
sounds like the Timberwolves.
I bet they don't make 19.
This is not just a defeatist attitude.
no.
No,
We're
Twins is-
Minnesota, man.
you don't know. You
You
don't.
know,
You guys,
It
you
was-
guys have lost faith
Go
in
ahead.
the chosen one, Baldelli.
Joe Mauer.
I will never lose faith in Baldelli.
No, dude, Baldelli will Baldelli will take us to the World Series.
He will.
It's going to happen.
I wanted to say, the tonight's game, while the Wolves played really well, it was surprising to see the opposing team blade to try and delay the game. I thought that was really interesting.
Oh, that's right.
What was this?
What did?
Well, okay.
Blading
Explain
in
what
NBA?
Yeah, how does
Yeah, are
that
they
work?
blading in NBA now? Or
What?
how did he get
Well,
cut?
what
I saw that late in the game. All of a sudden,
Backyard wrestling.
what do you know? Turn around, upside down. They're bumping fists. Somebody's got blood all over the ball. Big timeout. 5 minutes. They're going over plays. They're drawing things up. The
Which
Utah
they did.
Jams. But they took the lead.
Yeah.
But what do you know?
Weird.
Timberwolves come back and win the game.
Ugh.
The last 30 seconds of this game took like 45 minutes, I swear to God.
It was so long.
It was.
Well, this game really meant a lot to the Jazz. Like, it was positioning for playoffs, and them losing was not good for them.
So that's why he bladed.
Yeah, they needed.
Yeah.
They needed it. They needed it. I
They
didn't know
needed
that they
to
did.
cheat.
I didn't know they bladed in basketball. So that's a new thing.
They're picking up from wrestling.
I didn't know they go off the top rope either for their 3-pointers either. That's weird.
The WNBA season's about to start in May. On May 14th, the season starts. April 15th, which is
Already happened.
already
That's when
happened.
the draft was.
Yeah, the
Tax
draft,
day.
The draft happened. The Lynx picked 9th, had the 9th overall pick, and they picked from Tennessee a guard forward. Am I reading that right?
Renia
Yes,
Davis.
guard forward, Renia Davis.
Nia Davis. Yeah, so that's a good pick.
She has pretty good for if you compare like a lot of the stats that a lot of the players have. She's actually like pretty high up there on a lot of the metrics compared to for a 9th pick. She's pretty good, I'd say.
So how are we looking for a WNBA season this season, C-Dubs?
I'm looking to see the Lynx win a championship because they might move the team. They gotta rally back and become the best basketball team ever again.
Save the bowling alley.
Yeah, they gotta save the bowling alley.
He'll be fine.
We gotta save the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Yes, the Lynx are gonna save the Timberwolves by winning another championship. That's what's gonna happen.
If they could dress up like the Timberwolves.
They've done like 7 times already, so it shouldn't be hard.
Isn't there a movie about this? But let's do it the other way.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's have the Lynx play as the Timberwolves, and
Yes.
The Timberwolves
better.
would still finish in last place in the WNBA.
well, that's good. The NCAA tournament just recently happened as well, and something that doesn't normally happen is the number 1 Baylor was going against number 1 Gonzaga.
Heavy favorites.
Yeah.
Are these real names?
Never happened.
Are those real teams?
I don't know because
Baylor Gonzaga? Yeah.
That's a school.
Those are schools?
those are schools.
Yeah.
So someone goes to Gonzaga
Yeah.
in Baylor?
The Zag.
Obviously.
The Baylor's like a big agricultural school, right?
They bail.
No, it's not. It's spelled differently.
And Gonzaga is in agriculture of the Gonzaga beans.
Gonzaga beans.
It does sound like a bean.
Yeah.
It does.
It's related to the
I would-
garbanzo bean. That's a bean? Is that a bean?
I think
hope
that's a
that's a
bean.
bean.
Obvious comparisons.
Gazambo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gazambo beans. The Baylor one, which was, I believe, an upset.
Huge shock. Well,
Yeah,
everybody
everyone-
really wanted that undefeated season. Not
Yeah.
50 years or something like that.
Oh,
That's a long time.
Zaga was gonna have
Something like that.
Zaga was gonna have an undefeated season.
Potentially, yes.
Ooh,
Baylor ruined everything.
ooh.
Classic
And like
Baylor.
it was pretty clear they were going to win the game
From the start. Just
from the start. It was
yeah,
over
it
right
was
away.
a horrible
So it was like-
basketball game.
The undefeated team goes in and just like trips over the shoes.
Yes.
Exactly.
The
You could hear the
legends.
disappointment in the
Oh,
announcers'
poor
voices.
guys.
Oh no.
Oh, poor guys.
What is slashing?
Slashing is like that, you know.
So, Minnesota sports team that's definitely not moving anytime soon because they just clinched the playoffs. The Minnesota Wild.
Yeah.
With a 6-3 win over the Sharks, the Wild clinched the playoffs the other day. Which means that we're going to the playoffs.
Yep. We're gonna kick some
again.
butt in the playoffs. We missed it last year, so
31-13 this go around. Which makes us
we've
third.
been winning by a lot of goals lately. Like we either get blown out by like 4 or we win by 6. Like it's been crazy.
It's been pretty amazing. It puts us in third place in the West Division. There's 4 divisions: East Division, Central Division, North Division, and West Division. Yeah, no, you know why? You know why they've been getting all those goals?
That Rookie of the Year guy that we talked about, Kaprizov.
Krill the Thrill is for real.
The Bill.
Yeah, Krill, man. He just broke the record for the most goals by a rookie in Wild history.
And this is crazy.
And he's less games than most.
Yeah.
What?
Whose record did he break? Gabrick's, I'm guessing.
Probably Gabrick's, but he's played less games.
Yeah, and there's still more games coming, right?
And there's still more to go.
Don't ask me how many hockey games there are. 60-something.
98.
I don't think there's 98.
1698.
But yeah, Krill is amazing. He just did a shot the other day where he put the puck between his legs and passed it from behind himself to in front of himself. Like just was like nonchalantly passing it between his own legs and then scored a goal.
Whoa.
Wow.
Like he's just showing off at this point.
Yeah.
He's amazing. I love that guy.
Guy that definitely watched the Mighty Ducks growing up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's
Russia.
pretty awesome. It's pretty
And the new Disney program.
It's pretty exciting to see the Wild get the playoffs and have this Rookie of the Year. So that makes 2 Minnesota teams having in the same season having Rookie of the Year.
Yes.
That doesn't
if that happens.
What's that?
If that happens, it would happen.
Yeah, I suppose they didn't
both.
get it. That just doesn't seem like something that happens a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Much harder to chant than MVP.
Rookie of the Year.
True.
Rookie of the Year. ROY. ROY.
Yeah. And you're just cheering for Roy.
So I see this thing that you put up, and that's what I was trying to lead you into here, is that the same market hasn't had the Rookie of the Year in both the NBA and NHL in the same season since 1979.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then both of those players wound up in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I wonder who they were.
Yep.
Who were they?
I don't know. Gordie Howe and
Yeah.
Ted Williams.
That was it.
Those are the people I asked if you knew who they were, Fuzzy. You were like, what was the question you asked me? It was if you knew who those 2 people were.
Well, do you?
No, I don't.
All right.
No, it was yeah. Well, I do. It's Larry Bird for the Celtics and Ray Broke for the Bruins. Both of those players, of course, went on to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
See, I knew you'd know.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
We've gotten down to business now.
I have a feeling that you guys are making fun of me.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So we got.
Messi se da cuenta y cambia.
Pirlo afinando, ya cobra, pelota por arriba.
Goal. Big game. That doesn't happen very often. They get very excited.
Soccer.
Love it.
Soccer news. The Minnesota United is 0-2 to start off the season. They are in last place.
I mean, they're
And
tired.
there haven't been very many goals for them, so that's too bad.
Imagine that.
They did play against the Sounders the first game, who just won the championship last season and are a dynasty. So I mean, no surprise there that they got wiped out by them.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
But they play Austin this next game, who's a brand new club. So good chance for them to get back under, and get a win.
Beat up
Austin is 1-0, so
beat up the little kid, huh? That type of
1-1, I see.
Yep.
How many games in the soccer season?
1 million.
Yeah, I figured.
It never ends.
They just keep playing in different divisions.
Maybe.
Are you ready for some football?
I am ready for some football.
I really want to talk about soccer since we're not doing that well. Gosh darn it. The Vikings
have won.
Hopefully do better this year. They got
what happened?
Vikings draft is coming up on the April, what's the date? This Thursday, the 29th.
29th.
And we're having a draft party. It starts at 7, so make sure to tune in. Turn on your TVs to whatever draft program you want to watch, and then we will commentate for you. I don't know what Seedups is doing.
We'll give you our own take of the sports balls, and we'll also be playing music from artists that we know and be debuting it just for your ears during that time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be a special draft party special where we premiere brand new music for your ears that has never been released by different artists that are local artists, and kind of riff on the sports on the draft. So it should be fun.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
When is the Vikings draft pick?
So theirs is the 14th pick. So hopefully we can get it while we're doing the show.
Well, when is the Vikings draft pick? The 14th pick?
14th pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are they going to draft? Do we have any idea? What are they drafting
Probably
for?
an offensive, an O lineman probably, but if they trade up, quarterback. I think they can trade up for a QB.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to get rid of? I don't think they're going to get rid of. And that's what the stuff that we're going to talk about during the draft party. So we won't talk about it right now, I guess.
Yeah.
The NFL owners passed a new rule expanding eligible jersey numbers for certain positions. Now, C-Dub seems to be the only person that knows what this means, so go ahead and tell us what that means. Because I have no idea.
So certain positions can only use certain numbers. So you, as a quarterback or a defensive player, you know like who you're going up against if they're an O lineman because of their numbers. If you're a cornerback, you can guess who's blitzing based off of the numbers. But if they change who could wear what numbers, that goes away.
So they're just letting people pick whatever the number they want now?
Essentially, there's still certain numbers you can't pick from, but you can pick from numbers you weren't able to before. So, like, for example, a cornerback is going to be number 7 on the Vikings now. Patrick Peterson.
Is usually for like an old lineman or like
quarterbacks. Punters.
Do you know what the number rules are currently?
Yeah, what are the distinctions in what positions are what numbers?
Well, the linemen are really high numbers in the 90s usually.
Okay.
Or 80s.
Linemen are the 80s, 70s, and 90s.
Yep.
No.
Quarterbacks are really low.
80s. What is it?
80s is wide
30.
receivers.
Yep. Wide receivers. Teens.
Teens is like kickers, punters, that kind of thing.
So it's kind of, before it's been used as a protection to know, like, okay, that guy has a low number. Either totally hit him or avoid hitting him.
Yeah, that kind of is how it runs. Because then you got, like, cornerbacks and safeties are in the 20s. They're pretty small.
Yeah. And so, like, Tom Brady is hugely against this. I don't really... I mean, I think it's interesting that they're going to let people wear whatever because it takes away that element. I'm interested to see what happens.
Yeah.
But like people like Tom Brady are completely against this because he won't know who's going to blitz him now.
Yeah.
So
Why are they trying to change this rule?
Because people just want more freedom to wear whatever number they want. Because they wore number
funsies.
7 in college, so they want to wear number 7.
That seems that's.
From
I
what
can't argue that.
what I'm reading here is expanded practice squads due to COVID-19 led to some number issues for certain clubs last year.
Yes, and there's also a lot of teams who have huge retirement numbers, so they've run into issues of like you run out of a set of numbers.
Yeah.
So that led to this idea. But the second they've gone for it, everyone's like, "Hey, I want my college number now."
Okay.
And college doesn't do the same thing?
No, college you can wear pretty much any number, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Or it's just it might just be high low, but like because quarterback like wide receivers are single digit numbers all the time in college, which is usually reserved for kickers or quarterbacks.
I worry about this retiring numbers issue. I think that's going to be a problem.
They're going to run out of numbers
rather than
as they
later.
keep
We're going to
retiring.
run out. I know how many numbers there are, especially if you're only using 2 digits.
You're expert, Andy.
You know,
It's
You are
not
expert,
not
Andy.
even 100. Some would say there's 100. No,
No, there isn't, because there's only 2 numbers. The 100 is 3. You're right.
actually,
No, it goes
actually,
0, 0.
it's 101.
Yeah.
Because it's 0
You
and
forgot
0.
0 and 00.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I'm expert Andy.
Because he
Expert
figured
Andy.
it out.
You're doing it, dude.
You know, when I saw this in the note about other like new numbers becoming eligible, I was like getting excited for like a hexadecimal system.
Oh,
You know, like
Yeah,
Flevendy
Oh,
two.
man.
Flevendy two.
Get some roots out there.
what about a hexadecimal? Like
Fleventine and Flevendy two.
11.
Yeah, dude, Flevendy.
Oh, I want this. I want this so bad now.
A7. Hexadecimal?
I'm up.
A7.
Yeah, it goes. It's on 16, so it goes 1 through F
Welcome
You
to
get
our
really
math
creative.
to 0. Again, then you have
We're expanding.
Then you have 20. You know, yeah, Fleventine 20, 21, 22, 23. Then you get to 29, and then it's like the 2A, 2B. Yeah, I forget the names for these.
Do you really call it Fleventine?
Yeah, there's particular names for those A through
I
F.
thought we
when
were
you add
talking
those
about
into-
Dungeons and Dragons for a
No,
minute
when you
here.
add A through F into a hexadecimal system, there's proper ways to use those. Dude, Flevendy.
I'm not sure. Not sure about that. I'm gonna have
you
to look
got
that
you
up.
got to understand Flevendy.
So we don't have a soundbite for wrestling.
Ding ding.
Since you guys let me know if this is wrong for me to say. I don't want to talk about WWE because they've had the spotlight for eons, right? Like they've been in the spotlight of wrestling for such a long time. And now there's AEW around, and I don't really like the WWE product anymore compared to the AEW stuff because, like, you know, WWE brings back people that are like racist.
Yeah, pretty much.
And people that are known wife beaters, and then like their owner is just a complete piece of shit, and his wife is also, and his daughter and son-in-law are just, you know, not really good for the
It
product.
runs downhill.
It's not good, right? It's not a good product. And so since they've had so much time, I don't really want to in the spotlight. I don't really want to talk about them. So when we talk about when we talk about wrestling, let's talk about just AEW, just NXT, just Impact, and just leave WWE out of the spotlight.
Yeah, they're not even really contenders.
Is that
anymore.
okay for me to say?
Yes.
Because I don't really want to talk about WWE.
It's clearly
I'm done
not
with
where the
that.
real wrestling
I
is
don't watch
happening
it anymore either.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't watch it, and I don't really want to talk about stuff I don't watch too. Yeah, that's good. That's a good point.
We skipped WrestleMania. What's the point watching that? It's boring.
Yeah. too many
So-
WrestleManias these days.
You know, it is exciting though.
There is a lot of content out there too.
There's a lot of
to
content
consume
out there.
with just AEW, Impact, NXT. Not NXT. NXT is WWE, isn't that? That's a brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Screw that
Yes.
too. I don't want
NWA,
NWA, New Japan. Yeah, those are good stuff. And I mean, AEW, they have exploding barbed wire death matches.
I
They
saw that.
brought over this lady Maki Ito.
I'm a big fan of Maki Ito
I
myself.
really like Maki Ito.
She was from New
There was a
Japan.
fantastic short documentary on YouTube.
Yes.
Recommend.
Very
It
good. I love that as well. I saw that too.
If you
really
don't know who
enjoyed it.
Maki Ito is, just look her up. She's a pro wrestler from Japan. She used to be, she was born as a what do they call those?
An idol. She
An
was
idol.
she was bred as an idol, and she went through a lot of turmoil, and the fans turned on her, and she lost her idol status, I believe. I don't know,
Mhm.
and turned to wrestling in
Yeah.
a fashion, and turns out she's got a head of stone.
Head of
She
stone.
does.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, didn't even know it.
Huh. That's a good story.
What's really cool too, what AEW does, they have so many wrestlers under their belt. They had to start up a third show. They started off with two. They had a dark show, and then they had their premiere, their prime show, a Dynamite on Wednesday nights. And they did so well with Dynamite that they got NXT to change their days that
They tuck tail and run.
Yeah.
to change their days.
They
that
ran
air.
away.
They used to air on Wednesdays. Now they air on Tuesdays. Is that correct? Correct.
I believe so.
Yes.
Which is just crazy for a new promotion to scare off another program. And then,
Yeah.
but they've gathered so many wrestlers under their belt that they had to create another dark show called Dark Evolution. Elevation.
That's right. That's right.
Elevation.
Yes.
With they brought back the Big Show. The Big Show is Paul White on Evolution. I can't Elevation.
He's doing well.
He's
Paul
a good
White's
guy.
Doing good. I'm enjoying him.
I like the Big Show.
It's good.
Do you like the Big Show?
Elevation's the thing that I think makes Elevation the best is for people who are starting to try and get into AEW. It's the perfect show for them because it literally tells you like this is who this character is. It shows you a match that does storytelling in which it accentuates that character's whatever their gimmick is, and then always ends with their finisher, which is described to them as like to let you know, hey, this is what their move is called. We are showing you and showcasing each wrestler every time. I like that.
There were getting to be too many standouts on AEW Dark, so that what they had to do was bring some of the. They couldn't have as many squash matches anymore because they had so many talented people. So they had to have another show to have some of the featured bouts, and then they could put some new squash matches back on AEW Dark and get some new people over again.
Yeah, it's a great system that they got going now.
Mm-hmm. I like
love
the
it.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think they do a good job with that.
Did they open up the Forbidden Door before our last break?
I believe
so.
They had just done it. Kenta
Yes.
came over.
Yep.
So that was the where we left off on was Exploding Barbed Wire Deathmatch. I don't even think was announced.
No.
Yeah. So
Are you sure? We didn't talk about Exploding Death Wire match?
I almost think
No.
we did. Didn't we?
I don't think we did because it happened at the end of February. And they only announced it like 2 weeks before the show.
Well,
Yeah,
there was an
it was end of
exploding,
February, that
there
was
was an
after.
exploding
I don't know.
barbed wire death match with Kenny Omega and
Jon Moxley.
and the ring exploded. It was amazing. There was
watched
blood all over the place. There was explosions all over the place. There was barbed wire.
Several people in the crowd died.
A couple arms went missing.
Limbs everywhere. Eddie Kingston was a hero.
The The ref was in a bomb suit.
Classic.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
It was
never seen anything
very
like it.
reminiscent of the other exploding barbed wire death matches.
If you've ever seen
yeah.
another, that's the thing with this thing is that if you have ever seen a Japanese exploding barbed wire death match before,
As one does.
it does not disappoint. It's like spot on all the way to the end where the whole ring explodes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the knock on AEW, though, right? That people have to go out on the internet and watch these things to make it that enjoyable, right?
Right. And
some would say.
But who doesn't like that?
I love it.
It's still fun to watch.
So, cat out of the bag.
Cat out of the bag.
The ring didn't fully explode.
No,
kind of.
The fireworks that they had,
It didn't work.
The pyro that happened, it didn't do well.
It didn't impress.
It didn't impress at all. To the point where the
It
people
worked.
that were in the audience booed.
Yeah, they booed it.
They booed it, right?
Moxley had to cut a promo afterwards to make up for it, and I think he did a great job at that.
And people
He
are
did.
like, "Holy shit, what the fuck, AEW?" And I
It worked
say,
into the storyline.
I
but-
say, congratulations, AEW. You just did exactly like they copied it. Like it was verbatim to an old Terry Funk exploding barbed wire death match. It's exactly what happened in an old school death match. That if you
And they've been booed before.
they booed
Yes,
that
booed
that
the
one that I'm
Vampire
talking
Jack is
about.
Jack.
They booed Terry Funk. And he's like, "What the fuck do you guys think? I'm gonna blow myself up? This is what the fuck?" And I think it's part of the show. I think it was all part of the show. They did it on purpose so they can set up something in the future, which is
blow up.
gonna be fucking even better. It's gonna be great. And oh man, it's just there's so much stuff that has happened in the wrestling world since they opened up that forbidden door.
Yeah,
It's insane.
Well, we even have New Japan holding Impact tag titles currently.
Hold on. What?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, New Japan has
New
the
Japan
Impact tag titles. Beat the Good Brothers, and got them from them.
Yes.
New Japan
Finn
is
Juice.
a different company than Impact.
Yes.
Finn Juice. Finn Finley's son is one part of the team, and Juice Robinson the other part of the team. Great team.
They even defended their titles last night and successfully beat the Good Brothers again.
Fantastic. I love it.
Oh, that was
Beautiful.
a New Japan tag team?
That was the New Japan tag team, the one I made a joke about LMFAO with.
Oh.
They do resemble LMFAO.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's Finn Juice.
What if they?
They're awesome.
What if they lost it to another New Japan tag title that didn't want to fight with Impact, and then they're just like gone from Impact forever?
What if they lose it to an AEW team?
Yeah,
It could
What
happen.
if they lose it to the Young Bucks?
Yeah, right?
it's just gone forever. What did
Oh,
they do?
man.
They got backup.
So many options now.
They got backup.
With this
They're like,
Forbidden
okay,
Door
this is the new. This is the new Impact tag title, I guess. We lost our others.
We lost our old one. Here's the new
Just
one.
retitle it.
Have a tag team like the Good Brothers can be like here's our backup tag titles since we lost those.
So kind of what happened with kind of the same thing is that on Impact there was two titles, one that was recognized and another one that wasn't. They had the heavyweight title,
TNA Heavyweight Championship and the Impact Championship.
Swan had the Impact Championship, and this dude named Moose had a fake title,
the old TNA Championship.
The old TNA
retired
title.
years ago.
Oh,
Yep. They had two belts.
So they had two belts, a real one and a fake one. One that was
Yes.
recognized, one that wasn't. And so then Rich Swann, the one that had the real one, was like, fuck this. He beat up Moose, took his title, and combined them as one title.
Yes.
And then at this last pay-per-view, Omega from AEW fought Rich Swann of Impact with his AEW title versus the Impact title.
The combined TNA Impact title.
Combined TNA Impact title. And Omega won.
Omega kicked his ass.
Which means that Omega now has the AEW title, the Impact title, the NWA the
AAA title.
No. The AEW title.
TNA.
Hold on.
Sorry.
The AEW title, the Impact title, the TNA title, and the AAA title. He has 4 belts.
But
He's the king of all the gold.
TNA and Impact are the same one.
One company, yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
3 companies.
So three titles.
3 titles.
4 belts.
4 belts.
No. 4 titles, 3 belts. 4 titles, 3 belts.
No, he has
4 belts.
All
3 titles. 3 companies.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's the
Right.
AAA title? I never understood that. Nobody tells me.
Mexico.
Oh, that's a
That's a
Mexico
Mexican
title.
wrestling,
So he
yeah.
went down to Mexico and fought and won that.
He beat Ray Phoenix for it, and then he defended it during COVID against Laredo Kid, and
down in Mexico
beat him straight too. It was amazing. They were real. Wow.
They have a lot of very good wrestlers in AAA, and he's held that for a while.
Oh, AAA is a company like Impact's a company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the biggest wrestling company in Mexico, I believe.
Impact's not going to be around much longer if they can't keep paying their titles.
So what companies are part of this whole deal? Is AAA, AEW, New Japan, Impact, and then TNA is Impact.
Yes.
Right.
But they might
NWA is also part of the deal with AEW, so they're technically in this as well. So he could get NWA's championship next if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe that would be the next best course of action for Kenny.
And
That's the most vaunted title in all of wrestling.
The NWA?
Truly. And I think if Kenny takes that title, he would restore it to glory. I think that's what has to happen next.
That'd be awesome.
The 10 pounds of gold. That's the best title there is, the NWA title in history. And I think with the
50 pounds of
the
gold?
introduction to Kenny yesterday, where they were talking about Greg Gagne, I believe they brought up, and all kinds of famous wrestlers of the past. Those are all NWA champions, and I think that's what they're leading to.
Ooh, that makes sense. Why they said those names. That's why we have Expert Andy. That's why we have Expert Andy.
Why we bring him in?
Kenny Omega. He's gonna win everything forever.
I mean, he is the best bout machine, right?
Best bout machine.
That's correct.
How is Jericho and MJF's bromance going?
Ooh, yeah, about that.
No.
What?
MJF turned on Jericho. Who would have ever thunk?
Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy knew
Sammy
all
knew it
along.
the whole time, and then something happened with Sammy where he took a break for a little bit, but now he's back. But yeah, the
bad guys.
MJF formed a faction versus Jericho's faction called the Pinnacle. Jericho likes to call them the Pineapple.
I'm not sold on the name either.
The Pinnacle's that's a weird name, but
I also love my jerk off friend. How he
I
refers
love
to MJF
my
as
jerk
that
off friend.
exclusively now.
yeah. So
MJF.
Jericho calls MJF my jerk off friend, and that's really funny.
I like that.
So they're gonna have a big clash called Blood and Guts, which is happening here in the near future. We have a couple friends that are going to it, and
We do.
it's going to be fun to see how much fun they have. This is a special event. It's not like a regular wrestling event. It's a pay-per-view, right?
It's Dynamite.
Oh, it's a Dynamite. Okay.
What?
It's a Dynamite.
Really? Oh, it's a special Dynamite. That's
Special
right. It's only
Dynamite.
the 4 pay-per-views.
And it's not, but it's going to be structured differently than a regular show.
Yeah, they're gonna go over the whole structuring. I think this week. because they're having the parlay where they're going to explain what they're going to do to each other.
But it sounds like it will be the Pinnacle
boy.
versus Jericho's faction. What do they call it?
Inner
again?
Circle.
The Inner Circle. And that's all it's going to be the whole night.
That's what it sounds like. 2 rings, 1 cage.
Oh boy,
Blood and
I'm
guts.
excited.
Oh.
2 rings.
I hope
10
everybody
people.
plays nicely and nobody gets hurt.
I think people are going to get really hurt. I mean, even that promo
Like
they did that they
emotions?
shot and had to edit, like they got really bloody in that quick promo that they did on Dynamite a few weeks ago. And I mean, Dax got stitches and they couldn't even show what happened because of how like TNT was like, no, don't put that on because it didn't happen
Right.
live. So they were like, don't show that. So I think they're going to go, it is really going to be blood and guts. I really do think that.
I almost think that it's going to be like that too, because if it's going to be, since especially if it's going to be live, I have a feeling, I don't know why, but it just feels like they have like a chip on their shoulder with TNT saying, they need to tone some stuff down. They want to be like, no, we're going to do things hard.
I don't know.
Which might ruin their relationship with TNT if they do, not take care of the ratings. You know what I mean? Because if there's so much blood, then
If they don't need TNT, they go to any
TNT
network
needs
if
them.
they've got the ratings.
Yeah, I mean, they
TNT
probably get
needs them.
more viewerships with the YouTubes than TNT, and they can do whatever they want with the YouTube. However, it's all about making the money, right? It all depends. I don't know how that works. The advertising and the
Sponsors.
why we are who we are. If you like what you're listening to, make sure to go to FuzzJockRadio or FuzzTalkShop.com or FuzzJockShop.com. I think that's a website I have.
Those are all websites.
FuzzTalkShop.com. Buy some merchandise and help support us running the show. We do not rely on advertisements. We just do in-house ads about Fuzz Talk Radio and FuzzJock Radio, and that's about it. Because we do not like the being lorded over by sponsors or advertisers. And the only way to be able to do that is if you could support us by purchasing some merch or clicking on that donate button, and it would be most helpful. It'd be great. So that's that. Fuzzy memory trivia time. How about that, guys? I don't have any sound effects. This is the first episode of season 4. You would think that I would be ready to go with sound effects, but I forgot.
Roll the sound effects.
Roll them.
Roll sound effects.
Okay, so Fuzzy Memory Trivia is a game that we play at the end of an episode. Let's see if I remember how this goes. I ask questions. James answers all the answers.
Mostly the hard ones.
Mostly the hard ones correctly every single time, and that's how that goes. No, this is a trivia show, and I ask questions, you guys answer. How do you want to play it? Do you want to buzz in? Do you want to go round robin?
Buzz in.
Buzz in? Okay. Buzz in. Splinter, make sure your buzzer's working. What jersey number? Oh, geez. What jersey number did Tim Duncan wear in the 2007 San Antonio Spurs?
Buzz.
C-dubs.
17.
Incorrect. 21. What is the sticky substance used by some players to increase grip on the bat?
Buzz.
Oh, man.
Splinter.
Pine tar.
Correct. 1 point for Splinter. Who was named... Which golfer is nicknamed El Nino? Incorrect. Sergio Garcia.
Oh.
I knew there'd be more golf questions.
In the minor league organization of which Major League Baseball team did Michael Jordan play?
Buzz.
James.
Chicago White Sox.
Correct. 1 point for James.
I did it.
Which team did NBA great Hakeem Olajuwon play for?
Buzz. Houston Rockets.
Correct. NBA superstar Blake Griffin played 2 seasons of college basketball at which university?
Buzz.
C-dubs.
Kentucky.
Incorrect. University of Oklahoma. How high is
Am
the
I?
crossbar from the ground in a lacrosse goal?
Buzz.
Buzz.
James.
8 feet.
Incorrect. 6 feet.
Oh.
What 2 brothers coached against each other in the 2013 Super Bowl?
Buzz.
C-dubs.
The Harbaugh brothers?
Correct. How many yards is the penalty in the NFL for intentional grounding? How many
Buzz.
yards is the penalty in the NFL for intentional grounding?
Buzz.
Buzz.
Splinter.
5 yards and a loss it down.
Incorrect. 10.
Ooh.
Who was named the 2014 MLB American League Comeback Player of the Year?
Buzz.
C-dubs.
Joe Mauer.
Incorrect. Chris Young. And that ends Fuzzy Memory Trivia. Splinter with 2, James with 1, and C-dubs with 1. That is
Expert Andy in the lead.
Expert Andy in the lead. So
It's a mild lead.
3, 1, 1. Mark that down.
2, 1, and
2,
1.
1, 1.
2, 1, 1. Oh,
That's correct.
wow.
Just really want to celebrate 311 Day again.
I do. So that brings us to the end of the episode.
Yeah.
I decided that I was going to do one last thing before we leave. Is that I was going to have season 4. I'm going to have something that I did not put in the notes to bring up for you guys to discuss.
Oh.
The Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson's the Gritty dance. The Gritty. I thought that's what it would, but I thought I would probably pronounce it wrong. His dance is going to be included in Fortnite.
Oh.
Ooh.
Did you guys know that? Isn't that cool?
What an honor.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. People.
Then all the
did
kids
they-
are going to be doing it, I
Yeah.
bet. I'll bet.
Yeah. It'll be the next big sensation, even though it already is. Well, the more video game crossovers of real life, huh?
Yeah.
I want it.
Isn't
Hey,
that neat?
Fortnite's a good dancing game.
Yeah.
It is, I hear it is about dancing.
It's mostly about dancing.
The second best game to Dance Revolution.
Yeah. You mostly dance, and then sometimes someone's like, "Hey, I'm gonna shoot you for your dance," and you're like, "Okay, I guess
I had
I'll
form.
dance in another
Core
game."
form.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to the end of the episode.
I demand satisfaction.
James, what do you got going on this next week?
This next week? Oh, trying to figure out what an NFL draft is.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty important because we got that coming up on Thursday.
Yeah.
Figure out what figure that out.
What
I'm not a
is
big
this
drinker.
thing called the draft of the NFL.
Splitter, what do you got going on this next week? What's happening with you?
Oh, I got a new bicycle recently.
Oh,
So I'm looking forward to warm temperatures in the 10-day forecast. Highs of mid 70s by the weekend.
nice. I like that. That's positive thinking there.
Looking forward to a lot of bike exploration in the nearby park.
I like it.
C-dubs, what do you got going on this next week? What are you planning on doing?
I'm going to baseball. I'm going to baseball at the baseball.
right.
I'm at baseball. And then my family's coming to visit because they're inoculated as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Exciting.
Oh,
I'm gonna
that's
see my
awesome.
parents.
You get to see
For
your
the first
parents.
time in a little over a year, I will get to see my parents and hug
Big
them.
hugs.
That's
We'll
so
be fully inoculated and it'll be great.
that's so awesome. That makes me really
Yeah.
happy.
Buzz, how about you?
You know, I'm gonna sit here and revel in the fact that I am fully inoculated. It makes me really happy. However, I am still going to wear my mask when I go out in public, because there are a lot of people that are still catching it. And I do, since I got the vaccine, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to catch it and not spread it. So I want to do my part and wear my mask and still do the 6 feet thing, and just do all that fuzzy stuff and those fuzzy things that I like to do. What I'm going to do is try to figure out how to get season 4 rolling a little bit better for next week, so we have some like sound effects and other things going on. Dinosaur would be cool.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, more enhancements.
And just
like
have things a little bit or more organized, because honestly, I just got into this a little bit too, like, not thinking about it. Like, I don't even have an outro.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you get into season 4, you take things for granted.
Yeah.
Or is it granted? Granted?
Granted?
No. Granted.
Yeah.
Granted.
For grind it.
Granted.
For gosh, grind it.
Like
expert Andy.
Yeah.
Like a rock.
I would like to make.
Hey,
a
we could sing like a rock.
I would like to make a
we could have
request.
a rock.
When finding new sound effects, like a cool sound of like a discus flying.
Okay.
Are you ready for some football?
Maybe.
FuzzJockRadio.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it!
FuzzJockRadio.